Good day. It is October the 16th, and today we'll continue in John 3, between verses 27 through 30, and Proverbs 16. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin John 3, starting at verse 27. John replied, "A man can only receive what is given him from heaven." 28. You yourselves can testify that I said, I am not the Christ, but am sent ahead of him. 29. The bride belongs to the bridegroom. The friend of the bridegroom stands and listens for him and is overjoyed to hear the bridegroom's voice. The joy is mine and is now complete. 30. He must increase, I must decrease. So John's disciples were jealous that Jesus was getting more attention. And John's telling them that's what it's supposed to be like. 27. John replied, "A man can only receive what is given him from heaven." Jesus is the Son of God. John did not receive supremacy from heaven. He received to be the messenger. Jesus received supremacy. 28. You yourselves can testify that I said, I am not the Christ, but am sent ahead of him. Look, I told you this from the beginning. And anyone who would ask, I am not the Christ. "29. The bride belongs to the bridegroom. The friend of the bridegroom stands and listens for him and is overjoyed to hear the bridegroom's voice. The joy is mine and is now complete." John is the helper. He's like the best man, but they have more duties. Best man's duty is to get everything ready and then wait for the bride and the bridegroom to come. And then when the bridegroom comes, he's overjoyed. Yes, it's happening. But he is not marrying the bride. 30. He must increase, I must increase. My time is ending and his time is coming. So I must be getting lesser and he must be getting greater. Proverbs 16. The preparations of the heart are man's, but the answer of the tongue is from Yahweh. This is like when Balaam was paid to curse Israel, and God just said, no, you're going to do what I tell you. 2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but Yahweh weigheth the spirit. You may think you're doing good. You may even deceive yourself to think you're doing good, but God knows the real reason you're doing it. 3. Commit thy works unto Yahweh, and thy thoughts shall be established. If you commit yourself to doing something, your thoughts will naturally gravitate to getting that done. So if you commit yourself to God, your thoughts will be towards God. 4. Yahweh has made everything for his purpose, even the wicked for the day of evil. 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to Yahweh. My hand upon it, he shall not be unpunished. God hates arrogancy. What you're saying is that you're better than God. 6. By mercy and truth, iniquity is expiated, and by fear of Yahweh, men depart from evil. 7. When a man's ways please Yahweh, he makes even his enemies be at peace at him. Either they will not attack you because they benefit from you being there, or they'll be too afraid to attack you, or they'll be unable to attack you. 8. Better is little with righteousness than great revenues with injustice. 9. A man's heart devises his way, but Yahweh directs his steps. 10. A divine sentence in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment. 11. A just balance, the scales are Yahweh's, and all the weights of the bag are his work. Do not cheat or deceive. 12. It is abomination for kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness. 13. Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speak right. 14. The wrath of kings is the messenger of death, but the wise man will pacify it. He will tell him what's really going on and confess and all that sort of stuff. 15. In light of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is the cloud of the latter rain. So refreshing. 16. How much better it is to get wisdom than gold. Yea, to get understanding, it's rather be chosen than silver. Wisdom and understanding are more valuable than any material wealth you can have. They cannot be lost, it can be stolen, it can't be destroyed, and it can't be used up. 17. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Arrogancy will lead to humiliation. 19. Better is to be of lowly spirit with the humble than to divide the spoil with the proud. Better to be poor with God than rich without him. Better to be poor and with humble people than to be rich and with arrogant people. 20. He that giveth heed to the word shall find good, and whoso trusteth in Yahweh, happy is he. 21. The wise in heart are called a man of discernment, and sweetness is on the lips, and the sweetness of lips increases learning. 20. Understanding is a fountain of life to him that hath it, but folly is the chastisement of fools. 23. The heart of the wise teaches his mouth, and it addeth learning to his lips. 24. Pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. 25. There is a way which seemeth right unto man, but the end of their ways are the ways of death. Man's ways always lead to death. God's ways always lead to life. Any way without God leads to death. 26. The hunger of a laboring man laboreth for him, for his mouth compelleth him. Yeah, you're hungry, you're going to get up and work for something. D, that is. 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and his lips there's burning fire. He's always looking for previous evils. He digs it up and tells everyone. 28. A froward man sows strife, and a whisperer separates the familiar friends. 29. A man of violence entices his neighbors and leads him away is not good. Think mob action. 30. He shutteth his eyes and devises froward things. He that biteth his lips bringeth evil to pass. 31. The hoary head is a crown of glory, and is found in the way of righteousness. 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth the spirit than he that taketh the city. If you do not control yourself, if you do not rule yourself, if you don't take yourself in hand, someone else will control you and get you to do things. 33. The lot is cast in the lap, but the whole disposing of that is of the Yahweh. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. It's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever it is, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.